We're having senior day exercises here at the ballpark. All the senior moms threw out the first pitch today. Kind of a light crowd. Mississippi State won last night over Missouri 4-3, so we get ready for game 2 today here in Stark. We'll move the game time up to a 3 o'clock local time. And so trying to get this one in before rain showers could possibly come later tonight. Well, Mississippi State, after the win last night, still a lot to play for. The battle for the 5th seed in the SEC tournament. A&M won late last night. That assured Mississippi State and Georgia that they would have to play in the Tuesday game. State has to win one more than Georgia this weekend. If the Bulldogs can sweep Missouri and Georgia wins just 2 out of 3, then the Bulldogs, by winning 2 out of 3 a couple of weeks ago against Georgia, would be the 5 seed. Alongside Charlie Winfield, I'm Bart Gregory, and welcome back to the ballpark. We talk about the 5 seed in the SEC tournament. That's next week. You think about what happens today here in Starkville. Last night, Bulldogs needed some breaks late to pull out that win.
Well, they certainly did. It was a game full of solo home runs, a really odd game, and ultimately it's a drop pop-up that was the difference.
Well, you look back at it, and you mentioned not a whole lot of firepower from a number of hits. Cal Stevens drew the start for State, and he was outstanding. Struck out 80, walked just 1, and then Amani Larry gave Mississippi State the early lead, a solo home run. And then Bryce Chance goes down and gets 1, makes it a 3-1 State lead. And then Missouri able to get back-to-back home runs to start the 6th inning, and here is the play of the game. Losing a pop-up with a runner at second and 2 outs. That drove home the winning run, and State ends up winning 4-3 over Missouri last night. Just 5 hits for the Dogs, 4 runs, 5 hits. You see all the solo home runs. We had 4 of them last night, actually 5. Corona, Chance, Austin Lovich, and then Amani Larry all going yard last night here at the ballpark. So the pitchers duel last night. And on the mound today, Jurrangelo Cijntje for Mississippi State.
Well, Jurrangelo's been talked about a lot, obviously throwing from the right and the left sides. Probably see him more often from the right when given the chance. But the thing the Bulldogs, I think, would really want to use and get from him today is a day where he fills the zone and can possibly go 6 innings. Bulldogs had to go to Tyson Harden last night. Had to use Tyler Davis as well. And so, you know, they'd like to take some pressure off the back of the bullpen, and the key to that is Jurrangelo being efficient.
And so Danny Corona will lead things off for Missouri. Corona, who hit in the cleanup spot last night, had a couple hits in the game, had a solo home run to start the 4th inning for Missouri. That was the first run for the Tigers last night. And the first pitch swung on and missed. And we are underway here at the 3 o'clock hour on a Friday afternoon. See Corona. Austin, who had a home run last night, his 12th home run of the season. A sky-high pop-up left side of the infield. Logan Kohler comes ranging in, and he'll make the catch, a step in fair territory for out number 1. Missouri playing without Brock Daniels, the left fielder who started the game as the leadoff hitter last night. Was going back and on a triple by Bryce Chance in the 3rd inning, jammed his shoulder against the wall and came out of the game at that time. And so a little bit of a different lineup today for Missouri. Trevor Austin bats with 1 out, nobody on here in the 1st. Talked a moment ago about State needing to win one more than Georgia this weekend. Georgia has a 1-game lead on State, but the Bulldogs of Mississippi State have the tiebreaker after winning 2 out of 3 against Georgia. Swing and a miss, got the breaking ball there, the first strikeout of the day for Jurrangelo. And they're playing over in Athens right now in the top of the 10th inning, and Florida just hit a 3-run home run to go up 7-4 over Georgia. And so 2 quick outs here in the 1st inning, and Jackson Lovich will now bat. He homered in the game last night in the 6th inning. Went the other way, opposite field home run. Got the 18 on the jersey today. He wore number 29 last night. First pitch swinging, fouls that one off to the right side.
Well, that jersey number became a subject of some conversation during the ball game last night. We had a stoppage of play. Nobody really knew what was going on until we would later find out that it was a player having been used in the ball game by Missouri. He was not on the 27-man roster.
And, we were getting, of course, the messages last night and texts. And there you see Carrick Jackson in his first year as a head coach at Missouri. Came to Columbia after a year as a head coach at Memphis. Well, Carrick's been around the game a while, and Missouri using a player that was not on the 27-man roster. It's really not a rule, it's a policy. And the difference, I guess, in a rule and policy is there's really no enforcement. Or what happens if? What had happened if Mississippi State hits a home run on that one pitch? What if you let him pitch to a complete batter? Then he's not on the 27-man roster. He being Jacob Peden, who threw one pitch in the game last night and was not on the 27-man roster.
In fact, if you go look at the SEC publications, it says that each team must designate 27, but there's no what if.
And that's what I'm saying. It's a policy with no recourse. And I guarantee you that will be talked about in the coming months. Because to be quite honest with you, that was the first time I've seen it happen in a game. 1-2, tap foul, third base side. Lovich batting .289 with 9 home runs. And now the count 2-2.
Strange game last night. A lot of solo home runs. None with men on base.
2-2. And that ball hit well into right field. Back goes Pulliam. Ethan Pulliam, the freshman, back on the track, reaches up, makes the catch, and that will end the inning. So Lovich goes the other way, lines out to right field. Jurrangelo Cijntje retires a side in order in the top of the first.
Welcome back to this U.S. Open office plan.
Miller just lobbed a message way over Jones's head using some technical jargon.
Let's see if they can use Grammarly to their advantage. Jones is using it to make her point in a friendly way. And now Miller's taking a technical doc and asking Grammarly to rewrite it. Let's see if it makes the difference. It's love all, but does Jones feel it?
Yes, they're aligned. Game, set, and match.
Thanks to Grammarly, every word you write helps you reach your goal.
Download Grammarly for free.
To be a part of Nebraska medicine
Hi, welcome.
Good to see you.
is to be a part of something extraordinary.
Nebraska Medicine, how may I help you?
Because these are the doors
How are you?
that open doors
That went really well.
to growth
Hey.
and opportunity for each other and for our community. For those who know that the academic experience,
You know what? I agree.
the life experience that you get here is beyond what you can get anywhere
Doing
else.
great.
And that's exactly why here is where you belong. Nebraska medicine, together extraordinary.
Mayer takes him out, the junior from Marthasville, Missouri. Charlie, what you got on Bryce Mayer?
Mayer missed a lot of time a year ago with an injury, but he's coming back this season. He's got a huge upside. He's got a really good mix of pitches, and two-year junior college player. He would throw 5 pitches, and so a guy that's got a chance to take a real step forward. You see that strikeout to walk ratio. It's been pretty good. The ERA high, but Mayer guy on the season is basically gone. You look at him to go 2 to 4 innings in a ball game. Of course, getting the start today may try to stretch him out a little bit, and that'll all go back to how efficient he can be early.
Well, he pitched twice last weekend against Auburn. Threw 2 innings and a 12-11 win on Friday, and then pitched an inning in the Sunday game, a 9-7 loss. He gave up 3 runs, 3 hits in that game. And here's the lineup for Mississippi State for today's game. See Bryce Chance, David Mershon. Same lineup that we saw last night. Dakota Jordan out in center field in this game. Still no Connor Hyzak. Hines, Larry, and Kohler, and then Ethan Pulliam drawing the start out in right field in the game this afternoon. DH back-to-back days. Joe Powell. Powell had a couple of hits in the game last night, went 2 for 2. Fouled it back. Bryce Chance leading off, batting .285. Last night had a triple and a home run and a couple of ground outs to the third baseman, so he was 2 for 4. Well, he got the hard parts of the cycle, just couldn't get the single and the double last night. Here's the 0-2.
It's usually that elusive triple.
Breaking ball, grounded left side. Out to Culbertson, the shortstop. He'll step and throw in time for the out. Chance is retired 6-3 on the putout. And the leadoff man erased to start the bottom of the first. You talk about Chance, we talked about it last night. That triple by Bryce Chance in the game in the third inning was the only triple of the year in SEC play for Mississippi State. The pitching staff has not given up a triple, so that's the only time we've seen a triple in 28 league games this year. And here's David Mershon. He'll bat. Went 0 for 3 in the game last night. Had an RBI. Drove in a run with a ground ball out to the shortstop when Chance was on at third after that triple. Clint Fagan is the home plate umpire. David Savage is over at first.
Now, the strike zone was the subject of some discussion in the crowd yesterday.
Yeah, Ray Gregson had a pitcher's plate last night. 2-1. Breaking ball down and in. The count now 3-1 to David Mershon. Mershon batting .337 on the season. 4 home runs, 36 RBIs. If he gets on base, he's stolen 23 bases this year. 3-1. That's right there, strike 2.
We've already seen a good pitch mix using both sides of the plate, up, down.
Pokes it the other way, right at the third baseman. Alston's got it, stepped it and throw it across in time for the out. A couple of ground balls to the left side of the Missouri infield. And 2 outs at the bottom of the first. And Dakota Jordan will bat with nobody on and 2 outs. Jordan went 0 for 3 in the game last night. Lined out to the third baseman in the 5th inning. He walked once. Batting average now at .364. Hits that ball well into right center field. Smoked in the gap, and it's going to hit off the wall. Jordan on his way to second. He's got a double with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. His 13th double of the season.
Well, Dakota Jordan hits this ball well, 107 off the bat. He carries 378 feet into the power alley off the wall, and Jordan into second easily.
Well, played well out there by Lovich, the center fielder. And it gives Hunter Hines a chance with 2 outs and 1 aboard. Hunter was 0 for 3 last night, walked his last time up. Runner takes off, the throw is down, and he is out. So Bulldogs lose the runner at third base. Are they going to challenge this? Got a few seconds if they want to make the challenge.
Well, it's not often that you see
And they will make a challenge.
a runner thrown out trying to steal third base with 2 outs.
Mississippi State is challenging to call a third base about.
The old adage of the first and third out at third base. And so they'll take a look at it. He's out. Well, that takes the bat out of Hunter Hines' hand. Charlie, did you see anything on there that I didn't?
Well, got to start with the fundamental assumption, and that is that the call will stand unless there's evidence that clearly overrules it, and I couldn't see anything from that angle that was definitive.
Appeared as if it clipped the toe of the shoe coming in. Just on the initial look. Third base umpire Ray Gregson has the microphone today.
The call of out at third base is going to stand.
And
Mississippi State is charged with one of their challenges.
And
they
so
have one
State
remaining.
Not only loses the base runner, they lose a challenge in the bottom of the first inning. So thrown out trying to steal third with 2 outs. And we go to the second scoreless. Well, back in Starkville as we go to the top of the second inning. Scoreless game. State got a 2-out double to keep the inning alive in the first inning. The first pitch in there for a strike to Mateo Cerna. Pull the string, now the count 0-2. But lose that runner at third base trying to steal third with 2 outs. Hunter Hines at the plate. The 0-2, way outside. Good throw by Hernandez, the catcher. Of course, you got the left-handed hitter up there, so it's an unmolested throw. 1-2, way outside, and the count 2-2. Swing and a miss, and the second strikeout for Jurrangelo Cijntje as he starts off the second with a strikeout of Mateo Cerna. Stayed away with a fastball. And now Matt Garcia will bat. Garcia, switch hitter, batting .243 on the season. Couple of home runs, 28 RBIs. 0 for 4 in the game last night. Struck out twice. And quickly 0-2. We've seen a good many fastballs so far from Jurrangelo. Stayed away that time. Strike 3 called on the inside corner.
Yeah, this is a great pitch by Jurrangelo. Got the arm side run, brings it back over the inside corner. That ball looks like it's going to be inside all the way to the last minute. Sweeps back into the zone.
Had a lot of run to it, as you said, Charlie. Third strikeout, first one looking, and here's Jadier Hernandez. Is that a cutter? 91. Popped it up right side. Could be a quick inning. Hines got it, and that'll do it. So Jurrangelo Cijntje, a couple of strikeouts and a pop out from Hernandez. We go to the bottom of the second scoreless.
To be a part of Nebraska medicine
Hi, welcome.
Good to see you.
is to be a part of something extraordinary.
Nebraska Medicine, how may I help you?
Because these are the doors
How are you?
that open doors
That went really well.
to growth
Hey.
and opportunity for each other and for our community. For those who know that the academic experience,
You know what? I agree.
the life experience that you get here is beyond what you can get anywhere
Doing
else.
great.
And that's exactly why here is where you belong. Nebraska medicine, together extraordinary.
Welcome back to this U.S. Open office plan.
Miller just lobbed a message way over Jones's head using some technical jargon.
Let's see if they can use Grammarly to their advantage. Jonesy's using it to make her point in a friendly way. And now Miller's taking a technical doc and asking Grammarly to rewrite it. Let's see if it makes the difference. It's love all, but does Jones feel it?
Yes, they're aligned. Game, set, and match.
Thanks to Grammarly, every word you write helps you reach your goal.
Download Grammarly for free.
Well, scoreless game as we go to the bottom of the second. A few folks out there on top of the lofts. Here's Hunter Hines. He was at the plate when Jordan was thrown out to end the first inning. Hines batting .269 with 14 home runs, 50 RBIs. That ball is smoked to right field and way out of here. It'll bounce over the bouncy house. Thank goodness it missed the kid. And State has a 1-0 lead on the 15th home run from Hunter Hines.
Nothing at all cheap about that one. 114 off the bat. It goes 417. My goodness. Well, just gets a pitch. Fastball outside part of the plate. Able to extend the arms, get the full swing into it. Keep your head on a swivel out there, young players.
Leadoff home run in the bottom of the second. And here's Amani Laird. Swings at the breaking ball, the count 0-2. Amani homered in the game last night to give State a 1-0 lead. And that was in the second inning. So State a leadoff home run in the second, back-to-back games to take 1-0 leads. Way outside. Popped out of play. Game in Athens has gone final now, and Florida has evened the series with a 7-4 win over Georgia. So if State can win today, they would tie Georgia for 5th place in the SEC. Larry swings over the top. The strikeout for Mayer. Bryce Mayer with his first strikeout. And the first out of the second inning.
Amani this time chases a pitch just below the zone. That's a nice pitch. It looks like a strike. At the very last minute, it's got some bite to it.
And here's Logan Kohler.
Kohler comes to the plate hitting .232. 5 home runs, all of them somewhat recently.
Yeah, Charlie, that's what's interesting about here at the end of the season. You see a guy like Kohler getting a power surge in SEC play. And that's the thing about Hunter Hines. 12 of his 15 home runs have been in SEC play.
Well, the thing about postseason baseball, you just need a couple of guys on the back end of the bullpen to get hot, some starters that are able to go deep in some ball games, but you always look for those position players. Who's going to be the difference? And right now, Hines and Kohler over the second half of the season. Kohler really over the back fourth of the season have just been different players.
Three and one to count to Logan Kohler. And strike two. Nice pitch by Mayer to run that 93-mile-an-hour fastball over the outside corner.
They call it the outside part. It'll be a difficult pitch to do anything with. Shift is on defensively against Kohler.
Well, he dropped the breaking ball across the outside corner.
Nice. Well, and right now, we talked about it in the open. Mayer, a guy who's got an arsenal of pitches. He can attack you in a lot of different ways, and right now we're seeing him do a great job of pitch selection. There's another guy that's been playing well as of late. Joe Powell's just forced himself into the lineup.
Takes a breaking ball down. Powell 2 for 2 in the game last night after going 4 for 4 on Tuesday night against North Alabama. Powell had a couple of hits. Now, the second hit last night was the RBI double that gave State the lead in the 6th inning. But it was a pop-up and just behind the bag at second, and one of those I got it, you take it's. As the second baseman Garcia couldn't find it, and then Culbertson didn't realize it. By the time Culbertson could get over, he couldn't field it. 2-1. Breaking ball strike.
And it is such a tough time at that time of day here on this particular field. You got a couple of times throughout the day, there are different things that cause it. 2 or 3 o'clock on a clear day, you've got a lot of glare off the roof.
Into center field, racing in is Lovich, and he'll make the catch to end the bottom of the second inning. But Hunter Hines puts the Dogs on the board here in the bottom of the second. Got the fastball over the plates and mashes it out to right field for his 15th home run. State with a 1-0 lead after 2.
To be a part of Nebraska medicine
Hi, welcome.
Good to see you.
is to be a part of something extraordinary.
Nebraska Medicine, how may I help you?
Because these are the doors
How are you?
that open doors
That went really well.
to growth
Hey.
and opportunity for each other and for our community. For those who know that the academic experience,
You know what? I agree.
the life experience that you get here is beyond what you can get anywhere
Doing
else.
great.
And that's exactly why here is where you belong. Nebraska medicine, together extraordinary.
And we're back. The team is looking down the barrel of a 4:55 meeting.
Can they turn it around and make this meeting an email?
Jones is taking the ball and running with it. She's asking Grammarly to write the first draft of an email.
What a play. Grammarly is an AI writing partner that helps you make your point.
She's got a clear shot and it's good.
Bazinga!
It's a slam dunk. The meeting's canceled. They'll go home champions.
Download Grammarly for free.
Well, let's go to the third. That guy's ready. 1-0 Dogs as we head to the top of the third.
Juju Stevens steps in. First pitch to him. Breaking ball misses inside. Stevens drawing the start in right field today. Only his 6th start of the season. 6 hits and 20 at bats, hitting it even 300. Couple of doubles, 3 RBIs. Limited action this year. He's played in 10 games, started in 5, and so Stevens drawing the start out in right field today.
Looks like that one might have run back across the inside corner.
And popped up. Out into shallow right field. And second baseman Amani Larry back to make the catch. And out number one of the third. Bottom three in the order due up for Missouri. And Drew Culbertson will come to the plate. Culbertson was 0 for 4 last night with 4 strikeouts.
You know, there is no rain on the radar, but it has the feel of a day where a sprinkle could break out at any second. Of course, moving this ball game up to 3 o'clock, trying to get ahead of any weather.
And hit in the air out into center field. Dakota Jordan there to make the catch. And that will be the second out. Well, last night, Culbertson was 0 for 4. In baseball, you strike out 3 times. You call it the hat trick. You strike out 4 times. It's a golden sombrero, and he wore that golden sombrero well last night. 2 quick outs in the third, and Caden Peer will bat.
He might disagree with you on how well he wore it.
He wore it pretty good.
Whether he wanted it or not. Boy, and a bat here for Peer where you have to think about trying to see a few pitches. Jurrangelo Cijntje just 32 on the pitch count.
Well, make it 33 as Bryce Chance is going to range over. He'll make the catch at only 11 pitches per inning with the average for Jurrangelo right now. He's retired the first 9 he's faced. State leads 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the third.
Welcome back to this U.S. Open office plan.
Miller just lobbed a message way over Jones's head using some technical jargon.
Let's see if they can use Grammarly to their advantage. Jones is using it to make her point in a friendly way. And now Miller's taking a technical doc and asking Grammarly to rewrite it. Let's see if it makes the difference. It's love all, but does Jones feel it?
Yes, they're aligned. Game, set, and match.
Thanks to Grammarly, every word you write helps you reach your goal.
Download Grammarly for free.
To be a part of Nebraska medicine
Hi, welcome.
Good to see you.
is to be a part of something extraordinary.
Nebraska Medicine, how may I help you?
Because these are the doors
How are you?
that open doors
That went really well.
to growth
Hey.
and opportunity for each other and for our community. For those who know that the academic experience,
You know what? I agree.
the life experience that you get here is beyond what you can get anywhere
Doing
else.
great.
And that's exactly why here is where you belong. Nebraska medicine, together extraordinary.
Well, 2 games already final today in SEC play. We talked about Florida evening that series with Georgia, 7-4 win over in Athens. Ole Miss has dropped the first 2 down in Baton Rouge. LSU's won the first 2. A 4-2 win over Ole Miss today. And then everything else is later. Kentucky won last night. Tennessee won. Auburn won at home. And then A&M walked it off late last night. All the home teams won last night, but you have a road win already today with Florida winning at Georgia. Here's Ethan Pulliam. Pulliam, then Johnny Long and Bryce Chance. 8, 9, and 1 for the Bulldogs here in the bottom of the third. We've only had 1 hit between the 2 teams. Breaking ball strike over the outside corner.
And that 1 hit went a long ways.
1 hit by Hunter Hines. Solo shot to right field. Well, you did have the double, excuse me. You had the double by Jordan in the first inning. He was.
Yeah, brings back a bad memory, doesn't it?
And thrown out trying to steal third. 1-2 the count to Pulliam. Swing and a miss. And the third strikeout from Mayer. And the leadoff man retired in the third.
Boy, I love the pitch right here. He gets ahead in the count and see Pulliam choking up on the bat, trying to shorten the swing, just elevates the fastball. No chance.
Here's Johnny Long. And the Bulldog catcher fouls it back. He was 0 for 3 last night. A couple balls hit in the air. He struck out his last time up.
All right, so back-to-back pitches. Outside, middle outside part of the plate, 94, 95.
Hit it right off the handle, right back to the pitcher.
You wonder what the pitch sequence might be there, but really good job coming inside, just tying up Johnny Long. Nothing he can do with this. Boy, just you talk about on the hands.
Well, if that's a wood bat, that thing is splintered in about 18 pieces right now. 2 quick outs. Here's Bryce Chance. He grounded out to the shortstop his first time up.
I talk about working ahead the count. Here got ahead of Pulliam 1-2. Ahead of Long 0-2. And look, continuing to mix it up. Didn't go first pitch fastball that time. Went with a breaking pitch. And Chance, a hitter that you really have to keep off your fastball. He has deceptive power.
Well, excuse me, swing, and hits that one foul. And now 1-2.
Yeah, so third hitter in the inning, getting down in the count. 0-2, 1-2.
Well, Mayer mixing those pitches right now. Bulldogs kind of off balance at the plate.
Well, he just keeps landing them in the zone, too.
Oh, and hitting. That's not good. Right there in the wrist area.
Oh, he saw the playbook on the hitter before with Johnny Long. Tried to come up inside and get the chase time up a little bit. This time just got away from him.
All right, did he get the forearm or the fingers?
Well, he's got a guard. He's got one of those Evo shields on his hand as well.
I got the forearm.
So he got right in between the shields.
Bryce doesn't want to hear me say this, but that's a good thing. You want to see the forearm more than you want to see the outside of the hand, because that's when getting that hamate bone, and see a lot of guys lose time. So the hit batsman, 89th hit batsman this year for Missouri pitching. That leads the SEC. First hit batsman this weekend, though. And here's Mershon, grounded out to the third baseman his first time up. And strike two, and a count 1-2. Chance a runner at first. Well, Mayer hasn't had to work from the stretch much in this one.
Another 1-2 count. So you got to have 1 and 2 on Pulliam, 0-2 on Long, 1-2 on Chance before hitting him with a pitch.
Knocked down, throw down to second. And in there safely is Chance. Culbertson couldn't handle the throw. Had the runner coming in. Hernandez knocked it down and got to it in a hurry.
Tell you what, if Culbertson's able to hold on to this ball, I think he may have the out at second base.
And there's strike 3 call. Rajan looking breaking ball, and he got the fastball. And we've played 3 here in Starkville, Mississippi State with a 1-0 lead over Missouri.
To be a part of Nebraska medicine
Hi, welcome.
Good to see you.
is to be a part of something extraordinary.
Nebraska Medicine, how may I help you?
Because these are the doors
How are you?
that open doors
That went really well.
to growth
Hey.
and opportunity for each other and for our community. For those who know that the academic experience,
You know what? I agree.
the life experience that you get here is beyond what you can get anywhere
Doing
else.
great.
And that's exactly why here is where you belong. Nebraska medicine, together extraordinary.
Who just picked up Buffalo Wild Wings Go? The Hankster!
Hank!
What?
Jimmy already got B-Dubs Go.
Yeah, Jimmy already got B-Dubs Go.
Jimmy already got B-Dubs Go?
Jimmy already got
Okay, Jimmy already got B-Dubs Go delivered, but did he get 6 free wings?
Yep.
No!
Apartments.com lets any landlord find qualified renters and sign leases and collect payments from any place, even here.
And where's here?
Isla de Rentada. Apartments.com, the place to list a place.
I knew I heard her bell out there. Couldn't tell where it was coming from.
A lot of engineering went into that thing.
It really did. Jurrangelo back out to the mound. He'll face the top of the order. Danny Corona to lead off. Trevor Alston and Jackson Lovich. Corona popped out to the third baseman back at the first. Johnny Long airmail swung back to the pitcher. Now Jurrangelo can't. Oh. Well, it doesn't phase him at all. He throws an 81-mile-an-hour slider with some depth.
That was a really nice pitch.
One, two. Ground ball the right side, out to the second baseman, Amani Larry. Steps and throws, a ground out to the right side. And the leadoff man retired in the fourth. Jurrangelo has been pitch efficient so far, 33 pitches through 3 innings and just 4 pitches to Corona there. Here's Trevor Alston.
Well, Alston, a guy capable of having a good at bat, going deep in the count.
And he can go deep and yard. And this game is tied at 1, the second home run of the weekend for Trevor Alston. He got a hanging breaking ball and he yanks it out for his 13th home run of the season.
Wow, 421 feet. He got a pitch on the inner third of the plate, and he just cranked it.
Missouri with their 4th home run of the weekend. All runs that they have scored this weekend have come on solo home runs.
Pitch just didn't do anything other than hang right in the hitting zone.
And there's Lovich. Got to fly out to right field his first time up. Oh, 2 count. And to the right side. Hines has got it. Underhand toss. Jurrangelo there. 3-1 on the put out. Now 2 outs in the inning.
That's a tough toss to make, basically a flat throw. Jurrangelo has to get over, right himself. Good job covering the bag.
And here's Mateo Cerna, who struck out swinging his first time up. One and two. Jurrangelo's retired 11 of the 12 batters he's faced, but that one was a big one. And now the count full. And he walked him. Tried to get him to chase the breaking ball down, and Cerna takes the pitch down. A 2-out walk, and the first walk of the day by Jurrangelo Cijntje.
So they'll get Garcia to the plate. Struck out looking in the second. Cerna at first hasn't run this season.
And now all of a sudden 2-0. And lashes that one the other way. Slice foul.
That's up.
Did you get somebody?
No, but I think that duck probably deserved a little more conviction.
Oh, 2-1.
Yeah, look at how things have changed. We've seen the pitch count here in the fourth.
That ball hit well into center field, and that's a base hit. Runner will stop at second. Cerna puts the brakes on at second base. Garcia with a solid single, and the inning stays alive for Jadier Hernandez. And so a 2-out walk followed by a single. A 1-out solo home run here in the inning by Trevor Austin. And now Johnny Long, the catcher, goes out.
You think back to the ball game last night, there were times in the game where Cal Steven, you could tell, didn't have his best stuff, but he was able to gut through it and compete. Spot here where Jurrangelo seemed to have everything working through three, but And the one mistake pitch in the fourth has led to some trouble.
Sunshine peeking through the clouds right now. That ball hit right off the end of the bat. It's not overcast. You got some heavy clouds.
What you call it, mostly cloudy?
It's mostly cloudy. Breaking ball strike. Swing and a miss. Elevates the fastball. Hernandez strikes out swinging. Fourth strikeout for Jurrangelo Cijntje. But Missouri is on the board on the solo home run by Trevor Austin. Tied at 1 as we go to the bottom of the fourth inning here in Starkville. State won last night 4-3 over Missouri in game 1 of the 3-game series. Of course, everything this weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, final weekend of the regular season. SEC tournament starts on Tuesday over in Hoover. Here's Dakota Jordan, doubled his first time up, hit a ball hard off the wall in right field. Jordan, Hines, then Larry, 3, 4, 5 in the bottom of the fourth. There's a line drive into center field, and ranging over is Lovich, who reaches high in the air, and he makes the catch, and that's out number 1.
Now, Dakota Jordan hits this ball really well. That ball was 114 off the bat, just didn't have a lot of angle to it, and because of that, see Lovich able to get over. One of those spots where the ball was hit hard, it didn't hang up in the air long, but it was hit just right at Lovich.
Here's Hines, who homered his first time up. Solo home run from Hunter Hines in the bottom of the second inning gave State a 1-0 lead. Then a solo home run with 1 out in the fourth inning for Trevor Austin tied the game for Missouri.
Let's see, not wanting to leave one over the plate, trying to give Hunter a chance to get himself out. Doesn't oblige. And now the breaking pitch goes up.
What came after him with a fastball popped up over by the Bulldog dugout, and it will get out of play. Well, last time up, Hunter Hines got a fastball down the heart, and he just smoked it. 15th home run of the season. That gave State a 1-0 lead. Three and 1 to count. And that's ball 4. 1 out walk to Hines. See home run leaders. 53 career home runs now behind Connor Powers. Got Bruce Castoria, 5 home run lead over Hines. Of course, Palmero and Clark at the top. Here's Amani Larry. Struck out swinging his first time up.
I was a little surprised to see a ball over the middle of the plate to Hines on that 3-0 count. I thought might have been seeing the old unintentional intentional walk. One.
There's a strike call. Well, Mayer has been good today. 1-2. A line foul. Missouri pitching has been good this weekend.
Mayer's longest outing in SEC play was 4 innings. He did that against Florida earlier in the season.
Breaking ball, line to the left field, a base hit. So a walk to Hines, a single by Amani Larry. State's got first and second with 1 out, and Logan Kohler coming to the plate.
Now, the hardest hit ball of the inning was the out that started it. But Hines walks, Larry just puts one into left field, and now the Dogs with a little something doing here in the bottom of the 4th, 2 aboard with 1 down.
And here's Logan Kohler, struck out looking his first time up. Got the breaking ball away, and he fouls it off. Well, Kohler was ahead 3-0 first time up there, and then Mayer able to come back and throw 3 in a row for a strike.
Shift on defensively, Culbertson to the right side of the second base bag.
And through the left side for a base hit. Hines will come around and score. The throw comes back into the middle of the infield. It'll be an RBI single for Logan Kohler, and State takes a 2-1 lead.
Well, it goes back to the shift defensively. Look, people use it because it works. But Logan Kohler becoming more and more dialed in at the plate, able to put the ground ball, as they say, hit it where they ain't. And he hit it where Culberson wasn't.
Amani Larry goes first to third, so now runners at the corners, and here's Joe Powell, who got a fly out to center field his first time up. Here comes Tim Jamison, the pitching coach for Missouri.
Well, a really nice job by Kohler. Got a ball lower third of the zone, outside part of the plate. Just hits a simple ground ball to the open side of the infield.
It's a quick meeting. Missouri had a couple of guys up and stretching down to the bullpen. Hey, Tim Jamison, 29th year overall at Missouri, but this is his first season back. What I mean by that, he's the head coach for a while at Missouri. Carrick Jackson was an assistant coach for him, and Carrick Jackson, when he became the head coach, brought Tim Jamison back to be his pitching coach. At the corners, 1 down, and here's Joe Powell. Well, Joe lined out to center field his first time up, hit the ball well.
Garcia, the second baseman, shaded heavily up the middle.
That breaking ball misses inside, and the count 2-0. And now 3-0. Pulliam on deck. Struck out his first time up. 3 straight have reached after the leadoff fly out to center field. Hines with a walk, a single by Amani Larry to left field. Then Kohler goes the other way in the left field and singles.
You run Kohler here on 3-1?
Yep. That ball hit well into left field. Should be deep enough to get the run home. Slipping is Pierre, but able to right himself, make the catch. Run comes in to score from third, and Amani Larry Powell continues to sting it well. He gets credit with an RBI with a sacrifice fly to left field. Kohler, who was running on that pitch, able to get back to first easily.
Well, how about the job by Powell here? Just doing his job. Hits a ball plenty deep in the outfield. Kohler had to hit the reverse button to get on back to first base.
Hey, and a good job by Pierre out in left field of not hitting the panic button when he slipped a little bit. Here's Pulliam with the runner at first and 2 outs. So after Missouri ties it in the top half of the 4th inning on the home run by Austin, Bulldogs with back-to-back runs here in the 4th. Ground ball to third. Nice backhand play by Austin, and he takes the short throw to second, and that'll end the inning. Well, Austin's made a couple of nice plays defensively to go along with that stellar bat this weekend. Pulliam grounds out, 2 runs across, and we played 4. State with a 3-1 lead.
Excitement that surrounds this tournament, the best conference tournament in all of college baseball.
Save me, so my bones have been aching.
Oh, he tattoos it!
Time to make a stand.
Man, I'm all jacked up. Let's get to Hoover.
Well, Hoover's going to be here before you know it. Starts the 21st. Some of those guys right there, they might be packing up and heading over. Trying to get in another day or two here at Duty Noble before Hoover arrives, though.
It's Calvin Ritchie, man.
Well, we head to the 5th.
Bottom 3 in the order, Juju Stevens. Stevens, Culbertson, then Caden Pierre. And Cijntje back out to work the 5th. Had a couple hiccups back in the 4th inning. Stevens popped out to the second baseman his first time up, out in shallow right field. And now the count 1-2. Takes the pitch down. Nice scoop by Long, the catcher. Stevens strikes out. That's strikeout number 5 for Jurrangelo. He'll lead off man a race to start the 5th.
A pitch out of the zone. No chance there. And he knew it. So I get Drew Culbertson to the plate. Culbertson flew out to center back in the 3rd.
Fastball missed outside. One and one to count. One down here in the 5th. Oh, line drive right into the Missouri dugout. Well, with LSU winning last night, Missouri has been eliminated from contention for the SEC tournament. So Missouri and Auburn, the 2 that will not make the tournament field in Hoover next week. 1-2. Try to get the chase on back-to-back breakers, and now the count full. Missouri just 8-20 in the league this year. And the first year for Carrick Jackson. There's a breaking ball. It caught the inside corner for strike 3. And back-to-back strikeouts.
Well, Jurrangelo gets a favorable call on a 50-50 pitch. And suffice it to say, Culbertson had a different point of view.
And here's Caden Peer. Peer with a fly out to left field. First pitch swinging back in the 3rd inning after going 2 for 4 last night. He had a double and a single. And both those hits coming in his last 2 at bats.
Swung through the breaking pitch there. And for whatever reason, today has not been a model of effectiveness for throwing the ball back to the pitcher. The completion percentage is low.
Two. Fastball, strike 3 called on the outside corner, and Jurrangelo strikes out the side in the top of the 5th. He gets Stevens swinging, Culbertson, and now Caden Peer looking, and he runs the fastball knee high over the outside corner. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. State with a 3-1 lead over Missouri. Yeah, Missouri going to go to the bullpen. Carter Rustad, senior from Kansas City. And Charlie, you look back at the game, I thought Bryce Mayer was really good through 3 innings. Gave up a couple of hits there in the 4th inning, ran into a wall a little bit. But for the most part, with Mayer the start today and then last night the start with Caden Jacoby, both starters have been very good early in games.
No, absolutely. If you look back on it, Mayer gave you all you could want. But now to be Rustad's turn. Rustad capable of staying out on the mound and maybe even finishing this ball game up. He has been 5+ a number of times, most recently against Tennessee. In 5 innings allowed just 2 runs.
Here's Johnny Long. Hit a ball off the handle his first time up. A little soft line drive right back to the pitcher. Fouled it back.
Well, lost the helmet and everything.
Rustad started his career at San Diego. Came back closer to home to Missouri after playing his high school ball at Staley High School in Kansas City. Try to get the breaking ball at the top of the zone.
Pitch was there, but that's just not a call that has been made many times this season. Hines goes fastball up.
And he gets the fastball, strike 3 called on the outside corner.
Boy, what a beautiful pitch. Just paints the outside part of the plate.
Rustad gets his first strikeout.
Beautiful.
5th for Missouri pitching today. Now we go to the top of the order, Bryce Chance. Chance grounded out to the shortstop his first time up, was hit by a pitch in the 3rd. Lines that ball into center field, a solid single with 1 out here in the 5th. And the first hit of the day for Bryce Chance. State has had a base runner in every inning. And here's David Mershon. I think that guy's in a famous Maroon band.
That's a guy who's not ready for the season to end.
Well, nice breaking ball, swung on and missed. Mershon 0 for 2, ground out to 3rd, and he struck out looking in the 3rd inning. And to the right side. Bobbled and thrown away. And Chance is going to race over to 3rd base, and runners will be at the corners with 1 out. Well, Garcia smothered it and couldn't find it. That slow roller, I don't know if you get 2 there anyway. And
boy, there's sometimes you get errors on tough hops. There's sometimes something funny happens, but boy, that was just kind of a routine ground ball. And you wonder if, to your point, Bart, if he's not thinking about trying to get 2 there, but just kills it. Everybody's safe.
And that ball hit well to the left center field. Dakota Jordan has stung it well today. His 2nd hit is going to drive in a run, another double. And this time it drives in Bryce Chance with a 4th Bulldog run to make it 4-1.
Boy, Dakota Jordan has hit the ball hard all day long. This is the 3rd ball he's hit at 110 or higher.
Man, just smoked that one to left center field.
And with the double, now a pair in scoring position for a guy who's been swinging it well.
Hines with a home run and a walk today. 2nd and 3rd, still 1 out. Shift is on the right side of the infield. Stayed away. First baseman Corona playing even with a bag. And staying away, and now the count 3-0. Monty Larry due up next. He singled his last time up. He's 1 for 2. Turned him loose on 3-0 and a high pop-up. Left side of the infield. And caught by Culberson, and that's a huge out to get for Rustad right there. Bulldogs put the green light on Hunter Hines on the 3-0 pitch, and he popped it up. And it leaves it up to Amani Larry to bat with second and third, and now 2 outs.
Now that's back-to-back at-bats that Hines has been turned loose on a 3-0 pitch. He fouled one off. That time he just pops it up to the shortstop.
Larry singled to left field his last time up. He struck out swinging his first time up in the second. Fouled it back. That ball hit well into left field, and back-to-back days home runs for Amani Larry. And this one a 3-run shot to left field.
Well, Larry just takes the ball in the outer part of the plate, pulls it to left field. Hits it 390 feet. Flies the first row of the lounge, and that's a big hit for the Bulldogs.
And State takes a 7-1 lead in the bottom of the 5th. It's a 4-run bottom of the 5th inning. And Amani Larry with his 7th home run of the season. And first pitch swinging Kohler. Underhand toss. Rustak covers the bag, and that will end the inning. But 4 runs home in the inning. The error looms large there. It gives Amani Larry a chance, and he responds with a 3-run homer. 7-1 State after 5. Bulldogs putting some runs on the board here in the middle innings. A 7-1 lead over Missouri after State won 4-3 last night in game 1 of this 3-game series. Amani Larry, the big swing so far, that 3-run home run to the bottom of the 5th. And Jurrangelo Cijntje goes back out to work with the lead. And he will face Danny Corona, Trevor Austin, and Jackson Lovich. Top of the order. In there for a strike. Count 1-2. Swing and a miss. And another strikeout for Amani Larry. Strikeout number 8 for the right-hander. He's ambidextrous, but he's only thrown from the right side today. And that's 5 batters he struck out in a row. Final out of the 4th, struck out the side in the 5th, and now he strikes out Corona to start the 6th. And here's Trevor Austin, whose last time up hit a missile to left field. He put that War Stick Bone Saber to work.
I'd say so.
Fastball in there for a strike. No 2. Lifted in the air out into on the right side of the infield. Second baseman Amani Larry coming in now. That high pop up. Able to make the catch for out number 2. We were talking about last night about pro players for Missouri. Start talking about Max Scherzer and Ian Kinsler, who had a great major league career. Ian Kinsler playing with Mitch Moreland in the big leagues. A lot with the Rangers, some with the Red Sox. And breaking ball swung on and missed. Then you got a collaboration between a former Bulldog, and that being Ben Jenkins, who played shortstop for Ron Polk here in the early 1990s. And Ian Kinsler, they started the bat company. He's based out of Dallas, the Deep Ellum area.
Boy, great facility.
Yeah, really good facility. Started War Stick, which is a small independent bat company, but got some guys swinging it in the major leagues with wood bats. Pretty cool seeing a couple of guys, one a Missouri guy, the other a Mississippi State guy, putting that together. Of course, then you got Jack White, who can play the heck out of a guitar.
And who is a huge baseball fan.
Huge baseball guy. Big Tigers fan, Detroit guy. Here's the 0-2. We sawed him off a little bit, and the count now stays at 0-2.
Of course, Kinsler spent some time in Detroit. What, about 5 seasons there?
Oh, I didn't realize that much.
4 seasons?
Up and in, and it hit him. So Lovett hit by the pitch. And a 2-out base runner here in the 6th inning.
No, this one just gets lost arm side, and that's no fun.
Yeah, fastball just got away from him. And it hits Lovich. And Mateo Cerna will now bat. Strike call on the count 0-2. Well, light crowd today. It was a light crowd yesterday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday series are tough, especially when you move up a Friday game to 3 o'clock, but you had to do that to try to get around the weather. 1-2. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Cerna strikes out swinging. That's 9 strikeouts for Jurrangelo Cijntje. And we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Mississippi State leading 7-1 over Missouri. Mississippi State lead here in game 2 of this 3-game series after the Dogs won 4-3 last night over Missouri. Final weekend of the regular season. Bulldogs had a 4-run bottom of the 5th inning, capped off by a 3-run home run from Amani Larry. Bottom 3 of the order due up here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Joe Powell will lead off, and Joe 0 for 1 officially, a fly out to center field in the 2nd inning, and then drove in a run with a sacrifice fly in the 4th with a fly ball to left field. 1-0. Joe's got the sunglasses on a cloudy day.
Hey, whatever works.
And everything has worked for Powell over the last week and a half. And fouled it back. Would you say it's partly cloudy or mostly cloudy or partly sunny?
Well, at this point, I'd say it's just cloudy.
Every now and then you'll get a little bit of blue. Got the sun peeking through a little bit ago. Count 3-2.
course, I'm no meteorologist.
You know, they register that with what you call octas. It's a scale, 0 to 8.
Now, did you learn this from Mike Brown auditing a weather class, or?
3-2, grounded left side. Backhand play by Culbertson. Rights himself.
Nice
realizes
play.
He's got Powell, the catcher, who's running down the line. And steps and throws. Good arm by Culbertson. And the leadoff man erased here in the bottom of the 6th inning. That was nice.
Yeah, it's a really good job of recognition on what he's dealing with. You see Culbertson having to go to the backhand side and then able to realize I got plenty of arm, get this one over there.
Well, Nolan Stevens now going to pinch hit for Ethan Pulliam. Pulliam went 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a ground out. And so Nolan Stevens, the freshman,
You know, the question I would love to have answered, and perhaps our crack staff here can get on this. I'm wondering if tomorrow there is a drop dead time, a time after which a game will not be started.
Strike call. Well,
and the reason I ask, most of the forecasts tend to be centering around the model that we're going to have a lot of rain here during the afternoon hours tomorrow.
That ball hit well into center field, and ranging back is Lovich. He'll haul in the fly ball from Nolan Stevens. Yeah, it's a good question because, you know, it is getaway day, the final day of the regular season. But with it being the final weekend of the regular season, that's tomorrow, kind of wondered if Missouri had made plans to just go straight over to Birmingham. They could cut that part of the itinerary off. So they'll go back to Columbia because they will not make Hoover. So the scheduling of whether it be a flight, if you're on a bus, you can really leave anytime.
You know, you just look at the rain chances, they begin to diminish after 6 p.m. and you just wonder if anybody's going to hang around to start a game at 7 tomorrow.
Popped him up. Shallow center field. Lovich comes ranging in. The center fielder there to make the catch. And the Bulldogs go in order in the bottom of the 6th inning. Carter Rustad tires aside. Well, Jurrangelo Cijntje today has gone 6 innings. 1 run, 2 hits, gave up a solo home run, but 9 strikeouts and a walk. And Charlie started out strong, had a little bit of a hiccup there in the 4th, but has pitched well in the 5th and the 6th.
Well, he certainly has. Back out to do it again, and this ball's hit deep.
And out of the ballpark as Matt Garcia goes the other way and homers into left field. Matt Garcia with his 3rd home run of the season. And so 1 pitch and a run here in the top of the 7th inning to make it 7-2. And all of Missouri's runs this weekend still solo
home runs.
That's 5.
Well, saw this one off the bat going the other way, and I thought it was hit reasonably hard. Did not expect it to keep carrying, but it just kept going and going and got out of the park.
And here's Jadier Hernandez 0 for 2. Popped out to the first baseman in foul territory in the 2nd, and then he struck out swinging in the 4th. And a soft liner out to Mershon, and that's out number 1. And Juju Stevens will now bat. He's 0 for 2. Try to lay down a bunt. Kohler fields, flips it over. Nice play. Got a good quick read on it. Kohler came racing in. And the ball bunted hard by Stevens, and a nice play by Kohler. So I came racing in, realized it in a hurry. And 2 outs in the inning. And here's Drew Culbertson. Over 2, a fly out and a strikeout. 2 outs after the solo home run to lead off the inning. That ball poked the other way, slicing foul, and will hit down on the burn. Take a look at Jurrangelo.
Am I going to go get it? I don't know.
One and one to count. To the left side, and Kohler. He'll step and throw, and time for the out, and that will end the inning. Leadoff home run from Matt Garcia, but then Jurrangelo gets a soft liner and a couple of balls at Kohler. 7-2 as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Mississippi State leading as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Dogs won last night 4-3 over Missouri.
So 5 runs on the weekend from Missouri, all on solo home runs.
And here's Bryce Chance. He singled his last time up. And chops it to the right side. Nice hop for Garcia, who makes the throw. And the leadoff man retired in the bottom of the 7th.
So that'll bring David Mershon to the plate. Mershon reached on an error in the 5th. Rounded out to 3rd, struck out looking his other 2 times at bat. And that error became really big.
No, it really did. And actually on that play, Garcia was charged with 2 errors when he booted the ground ball and couldn't find it. That allowed Mershon to reach on a fielding error, and then he threw it away at first, allowing him a chance to go 2nd to 3rd, so that was another error. Lifted into left field, may drop. No, what a diving catch by Caden Peer for the 2nd out.
Wow, what a play. And that will draw some applause even from the home crowd.
Fully stretched out in left field. Let's take another look.
Boy, off the bat, that is a ball you thought would drop.
And here's Dakota Jordan, and Dakota has hit it well all day today. Double to right field in the 1st. Lined out to deep center field in the 4th inning, a ball that he just scalded. And then he doubled into left center field in the 5th, driving in a run. A couple doubles in the game today for Dakota Jordan. A ball and 2 strikes.
Try to sneak a fastball to the inside part.
And Rustad tried to get the breaking ball over, and that one fouled out of play.
You know, it seems odd to say, do you consider throwing a fastball to a hitter like Dakota Jordan, but it goes back to that self-scout. If you're Dakota Jordan, you know so often that guys are just going to keep spinning them to you. And sometimes, and we've seen it a few times, gets locked up with a fastball.
So you see curveball there. Do you come in with fastball here? Try to freeze him up. Took something off, grounded down the third base line. Nice backhand pick by Austin. And there'll be no play. And it will be an infield single in the third hit of the day for Dakota Jordan. Even though Austin picked it cleanly, there's no chance to throw out Dakota.
That's a nice play by Austin. He did all he could do, but wise just to keep that one in the pocket there.
Well, Austin's been good over at third this weekend. Hit a home run in the fourth. His 13th home run of the year. And here's Hunter Hines, who homered his first time up today in the second inning. That ball ripped down the right field line and just foul.
Well, it took something off that time, and Hines out in front just couldn't keep it fair.
Yeah, Charlie. Maryland Eastern Shore got beat today.
All right.
And so they finished their season 0-48. Skied into left field, ranging over his peer. And he'll make the catch of that one in the inning. So we played 7 here at Dudy Noble on a Friday afternoon. Mississippi State leads Missouri 7-2. Well, Brooks Auger going to come in for Mississippi State, the junior from Farmerville, Louisiana. And he will get some work here in a 5-run game in the 8th inning.
You know, you start to look at the weather forecast and you wonder to what degree that impacts decisions Bulldogs make on the mound today. As we talked about, a lot of rain. Don't know how late they would go into the day before deciding that no game would be played. And you'd love to get guys like Auger some time on the mound. You'd also love to do it in a high leverage situation. Not that yet, though it could become. Oh, no, that's no fun.
Johnny Long down. Bunt foul straight down. And all right. I can hit the turf first.
bit of a plastic sound.
It's no fun. Oh, and 1 to count. Caden Peer, the count 0-2. Up the middle, that's a single on an 0-2 pitch. And Caden Peer with his 3rd hit of the weekend. So now back to the top of the order and Danny Corona.
Well, Corona capable of running one out and changing the complexion of the game. So a single on an 0-2 pitch by Peer has him aboard.
And fouled out of play. And went down to get it, popped it up. Out into shallow center field. That ball moving around a little bit for Mershon. Had some slice to it. But Mershon goes back, feels the high pop up. That's out number 1 of the 8th. And Trevor Austin will bat with a runner at first and 1 down.
Austin homer back in the 4th inning. Takes 1 down there.
One and 1 to count. Lifted into right center field, and that ball may drop, and here comes Dakota Jordan. A throwback to first, not in time, but Dakota Jordan fully outstretched in right field.
And Brooks Auger gives a tip of the hat. Ball slicing away from him. It's in the air about 3.5 seconds, which means you don't have a lot of time. Jordan fully extended.
And it almost got Peer at first. Here's Lovich. Lined into center field, and that's a solid single. And so 2 hits in the inning off of Auger in first and second with 2 outs, and Cerna will be the batter. Well, Dakota got a good jump on it. Ball hung up just a tad at the very end.
Well, now how big is that diving catch, though?
State scored 2 runs in the 4th to take a 3-1 lead. and then a 4-run bottom of the 5th. Made it 7-1. Garcia homered in the 7th inning. He's in the on-deck circle. That made it 7-2, and that's how we got to this point. But 2 singles in the inning, a leadoff single by Caden Peer, a 2-out single by Jackson Lovich. Cerna at the plate, a 2-0 count. Got the swing and a miss at the 2-0 fastball, and now the count 2-1. To the right side, Amani Larry steps and throws, and that will end the inning. So Missouri a couple singles in the inning, but Brooks Auger able to strand a couple of runners. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Mississippi State leading Missouri 7-2. Let's look back at this one. Mississippi State 7-2 lead as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. A couple of solo home runs for Missouri. Austin and Garcia. Mayer drew the start, went 4 innings. Kind of ran into some trouble there in the 4th. The big blow, the 3-run home run from Amani Larry. That came in the bottom of the 5th inning. Hunter Hines, a solo home run in the 2nd. And there's Jurrangelo Cijntje over in the dugout. 7 innings of work today for Jurrangelo. Gave up 2 runs on 3 hits, 9 strikeouts. There's a shot deep in the left field. Will it stay fair for Amani Larry? And yes, home run, Amani Larry, his 2nd of the day.
His home runs are all just alike. I swear, they land with about 30 feet of each other. That one, though, goes 395, and another for Amani Larry.
And nothing cheap about any of them.
Well, you see, left-handed hitters use that little corner down in right field. Amani Larry clears out that left field corner.
And here comes Logan Kohler, takes the first pitch for a ball. 8-2 State lead in the bottom of the 8th. And grounded right into the shift. Second baseman Garcia with it. He'll throw it over in time for the out. 1 down in the 8th. Well, scheduled for a 2 o'clock start tomorrow. But we shall see. Tonight, well, today's game was scheduled for a 6 o'clock start. We moved it up to 3.
Consult your local armchair meteorologist.
Here's Joe Powell. Powell 0 for 2 today, a fly out. Drove in a run with a sacrifice fly. That was in the 4th inning. And then grounded out to the shortstop to lead off the 6th. Rustad has pitched a while today for Missouri now. 3 1/3. He's given up 5 runs. Only 2 earned on 5 hits. Struck out 1, he walked 1. Or hasn't walked anybody. 1 strikeout, no walks. Mayer drew the start, went 4 innings. So only 2 pitchers used for Missouri today. State's only used 2 pitchers. Jurrangelo went 7. And a ground ball to center field, a base hit for Joe Powell. So a 1-out single into center field. And that will bring Nolan Stevens to the plate.
So Powell goes 1 for 3 on the day to this point. Had an RBI earlier on a sacrifice fly. Stevens flew out to center field his last time up. That was in the 6th. He hit a ball well.
That's the 10th hit of the day for State. Missouri has 2 runs on 5 hits. And swung through the pitch and a count 0-2. Well, Missouri in the top of the 9th will have Garcia, Hernandez, and then Juju Stevens. 5, 6, 7 in the order. That's barring any pinch hitters, of course. And Stevens took too much time. Was not in the box and ready to roll when the clock hit 10. Chris Lemonis walks out and says, hey, what's going on? So a pitch clock violation on the batter. They have to be set, ready to roll at 10 seconds. And home plate umpire Clint Fagan said, you know what? You're done. Here's Joe Powell. Excuse me. Here's Johnny Long. Hard hit ball, 1 hopper to the shortstop. They'll get Powell down at second base, and that will end the inning. So they're going to book as a strikeout to Stevens, a ground out from Johnny Long, and we go to the top of the 9th, Mississippi State with an 8-2 lead. Now we go to the 9th inning, Mississippi State, an 8-2 lead. 2 home runs today for Amani Larry. Hit the big 3-run home run in the 5th, had the solo shot in the 8th. Bulldogs trying to take the first 2 from Missouri this weekend. Won 4-3 last night over the Tigers. Trying to win their 17th SEC game of the year. State came into the night, or this afternoon, 16-12. Here's Garcia to lead off. First pitch swung on and missed. Coming into this game today, Mississippi State had an RPI of 20. It's now 19 at the moment. It jumps around a little bit. I use Warren Nolan. Who do you use, Charlie?
I am also a fan of the live RPI from Warren Nolan.
And tap foul, first base side. And a fly ball lifted into center field, and Michael O'Brien has checked in out in center field. He'll make the catch. And out number 1. Dakota Jordan moves over to right field, so Nolan Stevens is out of the lineup. So Garcia flies out to center field for out number 1. Now the question becomes, we're talking about RPI, State with a 19 at the moment. What does it take to host? Well, it just depends on what goes on around college baseball. North Carolina beat Duke earlier today, so North Carolina wraps up the ACC. You know Carolina is going to host. Duke is a team at 21 in the RPI, so they've been trying to play themselves into a possible host as well. Going to be tight. I don't think you can really say, hey, you win this game, win that game, you're going to host. You don't know what's going to go on in the committee room. Are they going to go straight by RPI? Usually they don't. Alabama has an RPI of 15, which is higher than State, but Bama 12-16 in the SEC. State started the day 4 games up on Alabama, and of course won 2 out of 3 against the Tide. RPI won't do a whole lot of good with wins over Missouri. And that's not a knock at our fine brethren from Columbia. But entering today at 106 in the RPI, which is not terrible.
Hey, you were talking about Maryland Eastern Shore earlier, an 0-48 record, 0-46 rather. I had to go back and look and see. Only 3 one-run games.
You know, I looked at the same exact thing. That's ball 4 on a 3-2 pitch.
They're more than just a closer away.
Yeah, they going winless this season, only had 3 one-run losses. They lost one but to Coppin State by a run. But, yeah, they were not close several times.
Lost by a run to Lemoyne.
Okay.
Lost by a run, as you said, to Coppin State. And to Farley Dickinson. But here, Bulldogs trying to close it out, top of the ninth.
And that ball hit into right field for Dakota Jordan. And that's out number 2.
You see Michael O'Brien, who's out in center field. Jordan, who had the really nice play in center earlier, moved back over to right.
Well, Georgia losing earlier today. If State wins today, they'll be tied with Georgia. Of course, Bulldogs hold the tiebreaker with the Georgia Bulldogs to be the 5 seed, and then it goes to the final day tomorrow. Either going to be the 5 or the 6 if you're Mississippi State in the SEC tournament on Tuesday.
Which one gets the breakfast baseball?
If you're the 6 seed, you play 9:30 in the morning. You're the 5 seed, you play late at night. I think the older you are, the more you want to see the early game. The younger you are, you want to see the late game. Oh, 2 count, 2 down. We're at the top of the 9th inning. Bulldogs trying to close it out here. Swing and a miss, and Mississippi State claims the series after winning 4-3 last night. An 8-2 game on this Friday afternoon. And Mississippi State improves to 17-12 in the SEC.
Well, for Mississippi State pitching, it's been all about keeping guys off base. Missouri's run some out, but all of them solo shots.
So for Charlie Winfield, I'm Bart Gregory saying so long from Starkville, where Mississippi State wins it 8-2 over Missouri. To watch this entire game on replay, as well as other games on our family of ESPN networks, log on to watchespn.com or download the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.